going over everything good and bad on a handgun that I truly do like, but after 1,000 rounds through it, I'm saying to myself, I'd have been better off spending a few $100s more on a Glock 43 or a Glock 45. And the gun I'm talking about here is the SCCY CPX-1 in 9mm. SCCY Industries is located in Daytona Beach, Florida. This gun will run you about $299, a little bit more because of taxes and what have you, but it's a $300 handgun. Magazine, single stack, 10-round mag. What I like about SCCY is that they have the CPX-1, they also have the CPX-2, and now the new DVG-1 in a couple different configurations. So you can get it with or without the ambidextrous safety, and you can get the CPX-1 and some of the other guns in different frame colors. So I've got, nickel slide with a flat dark earth frame. This is what I thought looked nicer compared to just your standard old black handgun. Overall, I do like this gun when I'm shooting it. I'll go over this first because it's all about, can you defend yourself adequately? That's why, this isn't a target shooting gun. This isn't a competition pistol. When I'm at the range, what I do with this gun specifically, because this is my home defense handgun. This is also a gun that goes with me when I'm out and about in my EDC bag. This gun is my defense at the moment when I'm out and about. So I want to make sure that if I have to defend myself, can I neutralize a target? Well, when I'm at the range, what I like to do is I take the mag, I load 5 rounds in the mag, put the magazine in the gun, act the slide, disengage the safety, and I take up a stance that isn't perfect, put a little bit more weight on my front leg, but kind of lean straight up, try and get good posture, both eyes open, aiming at the center of the target, and I dump the fucking mag. 5 rounds as fast as I can. The range I go to, they allow you to do that as long as you're aiming downrange and keeping rounds on target and not hitting the walls and shit. And what I've been able to consistently do is a grouping, and I don't have any targets with me right now. I've actually thrown them out. Last time they were all in the back of my truck, and I just cleaned my truck and threw them out. About sternum size. So, got a tape measure here. If you think about it, I'm 5'7", like 225, 230 pounds. If I'm 15 feet away from you, trying to kill you, you got to hit an area that's like 12 by fucking 20. 12 by, let's say, 12 by 12. Can you get those groupings with this gun? Absolutely. Center mass all day long. But don't go to the range trying to think you're going to put every bullet on the bullseye at 20 feet. It's not happening. This gun has a very short barrel. The trigger is horrible. And just make sure it's unloaded here before I do this. The trigger is absolutely horrible. I do not like this at all on the gun. You can see this play here. You got that. And then you have a very long reset. So when you're unloading, I hate dry firing, but there's a few times where I'll be doing that at the range, and I try and pull the trigger again without it fully resetting. And see this? And that'll happen because I'll have muscle memory from when I'm shooting my Smith & Wesson M&P2 AR-15. Because how the trigger pull is different on that gun. And there's a time I'll be at the range, and I think, shit, do I have a round that's loaded and not firing? And so I let go of the trigger, hold the gun downrange, I'll dump the mag in the palm of my hand while keeping the gun, like thinking I've got a round that's about to explode on me. And after 10 seconds or so, you do this whole fucking game and say, oh no, the primer's not even fucking touched. It just, because the trigger is a piece of shit. So I really wish SCCY would address that in the CPX models. I think from when I had hands on the DVG-1, it's a striker fire with a straight trigger, and the trigger pull is so much better on the DVG-1. Next time I go to shoot straight, I think they do have it in stock. They did, because that's where I had the ability to take a look at it in person. I'm going to see if I could trade this in towards it. Maybe save myself $100 or so on it. The sights are not bad at all. Wind adjustable rear sight. Like I said, when I'm shooting, kind of left-eye dominant, left-hand shooter, but I'm able to focus on that front dot without an issue and get this target acquired. It's a really nice sights on it. I like it better than a lot of guns where it's just, you know, black with no white dots, and it's like, holy shit, like if I have to shoot somebody in the dark, I'm fucked. So I really don't want, get a flashlight for your gun. I'm not spending $159 on Crimson Trace. Sorry, not doing it. The other issue with, if you get the model that has a safety, this right there is a blister from these little lobes that come out off the frame. So when I've got this gun in my hand, you kind of see exactly where that's digging into. And I always have a nice firm grip. I try and get my thumb into this little groove here. Get my other hand like that. And when I'm shooting, the recoil just enough kind of gets in there and rocks in the soft area of my thumb. It gives me a little blister. So that happened after 100 rounds today. So if it were me again, I would get the CPX without a safety. The safety is about 7/8 of an inch long, which is ridiculously big for a gun of this size. They could make it a lot smaller. I think if they made it like a little round, like a little bigger than, I don't fucking know. Like if they made like kind of an oval shaped with a nice little texture to it, it would be a lot better than this. Then they could get rid of this stupid little piece there. I think that would be much better. Disassembly is a breeze with this gun. Like most handguns, you just have one little thing that holds a slide to the frame, which is right there. Take a screwdriver like this one, fits in there perfectly. Boop, pop that pin out. Then freeze the barrel. Slowly bring the slide forward off the frame. Now you got a gun in two pieces. Got your recoil spring and guide rod. Your barrel. Where did my tape measure go? Barrel, I think, is about 2 inches, if I do remember correctly. Yep. Right at 2 inches, right there. Not counting the chambered area. Sorry about the middle finger there, folks. I point my middle finger a lot. I don't know why I do that. Just it's a habit I got into. I haven't kicked it. Friction. Where is most of the friction happening on this gun? All up in there. You kind of see where that's a little shiny, different than the rest of the metal. So up at the top. The slide does have really good tolerances to the inner frame, so you can see there's a lot of friction. Let me get my pen so I'm not my big old freaking meaty finger in there. You can see a lot of rubbing going on. I use for lubricant Astroglide. No, just kidding. This is what I like because it's decent enough, and it comes in this little bottle, the needle dispenser. So Pro Shot One Step CLP. When I clean the guns, I use brake cleaner. Just kidding. You probably could on some of the parts. I use brake-free CLP. Fantastic shit. And of course, microfiber towel, a must-have because the oil just gets everywhere, and microfiber towels clean the oil and stuff off of the guns much better than paper towels do. So for cleaning the guns, of course, with this gun, especially Q-tips come in handy. A lot of little tiny areas to get into. And I literally DCOA'd this when I got back from the range, and there's still freaking schmoo that is mixed in there with some of the oil that I put on it. So people talk about steel ammo being dirty. Well, I'll tell you what too. Regular brass ammo is dirty as fuck as well. All ammo is dirty. It's just how it is. So boo fucking who. Steel case, I don't even want to talk about that right now. But some people say it's not good for your guns, and I know that it doesn't matter what I say because people just keep believing that. But I really don't like using steel case except for my AR because that's where I save money. Would I recommend this gun? Yes. Would I recommend you because now I got the DVG, would I rather say buy that over the CPX-1? I think yeah. Oh, also they do. They have a version, I forgot about this, that has an optic. Has a little red dot sight on it, which is kind of nice. I don't like it all that much because to me, it's just another thing that complicates your process of aiming and acquiring a target. So I know with some stuff like flashlights and lasers and sights, it helps some people. Me, ask my buddy Ralph, we went shooting and I'm shooting like in the dark at 50 feet with my AR-15 with iron sights, and I'm nailing a fucking metal target without an issue. I just love iron sights, love keeping it simple, and it's all about shooter's preference. This gun is not bad, $300 gun, but if you're someone like me who's particular about little things like blisters and, you know, like the trigger pull, yeah, go up a class, go up a few $100 and buy a Glock. Absolutely. Buy a Ruger Security 9, buy a Walther CCP. Plenty of guns out there to choose from. This is one of many. It is a nice gun. I've never had any jams, any failure to feeds. Sometimes the only issue I do have is the magazine doesn't, sometimes if you're a little too gentle with it. So you can be rough with this gun. I know that especially when, and I'll show you this really quick before we end the video. Let me get the gun assembled. Put that barrel in there. The recoil guide. That's on. All right. Now, back on there. Lock it in place. Slide the barrel forward. Line up the notch with the pin. So, make sure that's hunky-dory. Yep. So, lock it back again. Magazine. These are ammo incorporated hollow points. Safety is on. Magazine is in. If you're gentle with it, yep, problem. But you gotta be a little rough and forceful with this gun. And now I'll show you with putting the magazine in. If you're gentle, it does not really lock in there. Do that again. You really gotta give it a push. So you can beat this gun up. It's really durable, and the magazines break in fairly well. You know, but at the beginning they are really stout. So be careful. I would say at the beginning just put 8 rounds in it, let it sit for a bit, and then, you know, as you use it, spring gets a little weaker, and therefore the resistance isn't as, you know, tough, and you could get 10 rounds in there. No biggie. That's this video. Gone 13 minutes here. Hope you guys don't mind the length of the video. I'm going to try and do a lot of stuff like this and other content going forward because I really would like to spend more time giving you guys stuff that hopefully you'll watch. Thanks for the views, all the subscribers. I'm just over 3,000 subscribers. I do appreciate that. I am hoping to maybe by summer get 5,000. Maybe I'll help you with that. We'll see. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about this gun. We'll see you next time. Bye.